food.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. How are you today?
Good. Good.
Oh my goodness. Now they're quiet. Nobody answers. Take yourselves off mute. There you go. There's Matt's little grin and laugh.
I see a puppy. Puppy.
Oh yes.
my
Oh,
God.
JV, show off your puppy. Oh.
No.
This one's still available.
I saw your
Oh, my
Facebook post and
Lord.
I was,
How big do they get?
About 40 pounds.
Oh.
Australian Shepherd.
Look at his little blue
It's an
eyes.
Australian Shepherd, so cute. I have one of myself.
I think we all need one. She probably has enough. All right. I want to quickly see. Where's that thing that tells us? Like, oh, maybe not, but okay. All right. We're going to go. Right.
Oh, I think we have to click. There we go.
Where'd you click?
Just the middle of the screen.
All right. Perfect. All right. Time to do bucket fills. Who's going to kick us off? Anything in your personal life, your business life, your any life that you would like to share? Something that you are have gratitude for, something that you are thankful for. Who do we got? Quiet group this morning. Oh my goodness. Because then I start calling on people because I figure somebody must have something good going on in their lives. So, let's see who we've got on the call.
All right, I'll go.
Woo, we got one in the house.
It's just a very simple, probably selfish. I was sports and biking tickets, go bikes. The game was awesome.
It was.
Life is good. Vikings win.
Yes, very true. Good win there, Vikings. Could everybody hear that? Shake a head. Could you hear it?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
but say your name so we know who you are.
This
Oh.
is Mark.
That was Mark.
Mark from Movement Mortgage.
Thank you. All right, who else? DJ.
Last night I get an email from my daughter's coach for lacrosse saying that she's gonna be a captain. And honestly, I don't know nothing about it. And I just replied, thank you.
But I bet your daughter. Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. That's huge. So good for her. Yeah, that means she's a good leader. Go figure. Good mama. Wonderful. What else? I can't tell. I tell like who's on. I can like start calling.
I've got a bucket fill for not to be cliche here, but can you guys hear me?
We can.
Okay, I just want to bucket fill you guys, the people that I get to work with, the leadership team at our office. It's quite remarkable, the people that I get to work with. So thank you all for the stuff you do each day and supporting me as well. So
Thank you, ma'am. All right, goodness, people, everybody should probably just take a quick deep breath, big
All right.
swig of coffee.
I've got one.
Thank you.
I would like to bucket fill the Roseville Market Center. Actually, I was there for 4 years and I left earlier this year, and just seems like things are exploding exponentially up there. So it's exciting to see, and I'm excited what the future has.
Oh, thanks, Nick. And it is exploding. When you look at Jordan's desk, it's very sure to see that there's an explosion of sticky notes.
That's called productivity.
Exactly.
Same thing she says every day. All right. Who else?
Bucket fill.
Andrew.
I'd like to bucket fill Todd Haig, our fearless leader, who just went through a medical procedure yesterday and is doing well. And just want to bucket fill him always, because everything kind of starts with Todd and makes all this possible. And anyway, keep him in your thoughts and prayers. He's doing very well. He had a brief procedure done on his heart yesterday, which was kind of long awaited, and it worked so far well. So we're excited to hear that back from Amy. And anyway, just want to bucket fill him. I think it's just important for us always to remember Todd. He likes to stay in the background, but he deserves a lot of accolades for the success that we are having here. So.
Agreed. All right. Anybody else?
This is Linda. I will bucket fill my sunshine for negotiating with the realtors in Casper, Wyoming in the sale of my house. It's been a lot of this and that. Working with Casper is a little different. Shane can tell you that. But anyway, I want to just thank him for all of his time and efforts. We're in the home stretch now. It's almost over. So thank you, Shane.
Thanks, Linda. All right, we're just doing some. All right, anything else? Anyone else? No? All righty.
All right, our special guest is just getting ready to hop on. It's kind of hard when you're trying to send a password in your cell phone. You can't make a lowercase. So she should be hopping on any second.
Yeah. Should we do this now?
No, well, because it takes a little bit longer. If you do not, everybody in the Market Center has a piece of paper in front of you, so we will be using that in a second. If everybody that is on the Zoom, if you can make sure to have one as well, because I'll probably ask you for that piece of paper next time I see you. I think it'd be kind of fun when we're done with this exercise to post those. I'd love to post them all over the door where Jordan and Lauren and I are, so we can help you with this project once we are finished with it. Will we know if she comes on?
I think she is on.
Yes, she is. There she is. Can we make the screen do that?
Yes.
Or go to the next screen?
Good morning.
Good morning.
How is
All
everyone doing?
Good. How are you?
Morning.
I am good.
Quiet today. We told them they all need some coffee.
Yes, you know what? They need some coffee, a Rockstar energy drink, or something, because I'm a ball of energy and I'm a lot of fun, and I need that energy back coming my way. So I need everybody to put their best foot forward and really just get their energy up, because guess what? When you have high energy, the day is going to be amazing. So who's ready for an amazing team meeting? Say yes. All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you guys so much for being here today. And thank you for allowing me to join in on your team meeting. My name is Vishay Chevalier, and I am honored to be your Bold coach this coming October. Bold is just a few short weeks away. And I just wanted to just really talk to you guys about our mindset, our energy, our motivation, and our productivity. So how many of you believe, by show of hands, or those of you that are on, the Zoom and I can't see your beautiful faces, use the emoji button so that I know that you're here. So how many of you right now believe that 90% of your success is based on your mindset? Yes.
Yeah, a lot of hands up in the Market Center.
That's what I'm talking about. See, what we think determines how we feel. How we feel determines how we act. And how we act determines our results. And that could be favorable or unfavorable. So how many of you set a goal in the beginning of the year? I'm going to have this be my best year yet. I'm going to kill it. And we're not on track to be what we desire to be. Who said that this year?
You gotta
Some
feel
hands
those
up in the
hands
Market Center.
too.
Now, is your energy today around your goals the same as it was in January when you said this is going to be my best year? See, your energy is different because you're not achieving the success that you intended to receive, right?
Yes,
So do you believe that you can turn that around with the right mindset? Absolutely. See, if you want to have the right results, we have to first have the right mindset, which leads us to take the right actions. So how many of you in here believe that you have room to grow and a lot of opportunity?
A lot of hands again.
See, that's what Bold is about. Let's just be real honest and be real clear. As a real estate professional, you all know what to do. You hear it every day. You on Facebook, you see 1,000 other agents in their success stories. You know what to do. The reality is we just don't do it. We just don't do it. How many of you know that this company is built on systems and models? Now, how many of you are using the systems and models at the highest level? See, Nick is like, yeah, not so much, right? See, we are giving you all the systems, models, and tools for your success, and it's up to you to grab it. Think about, as you know, if you were, I don't know if you guys have this in your area, so let me know, stop me if you don't. You know, we have this little event place down here called Chuck E. Cheese, where all the little kids go, and they get in the little money machine, and it just throws the money up in the air, and they have to catch it within a certain amount of time. You guys have that there or heard of it? Right, and see, that's what's happening. You guys have all this money out here in the universe, and you just have to grab it. You can't just go, I'm gonna get this little bit today. I'm gonna sleep for a few days and go do something else and get a little bit more tomorrow. You gotta get it while it's hot, because if you're not getting it, somebody else is. Somebody else is. How many of you have been on your social media pages, be honest, including myself, or saw someone you know that's bought or sold a house with someone else other than you? How did it make you feel? Did you get all in your feelings? Why do you think that happened?
Lack of communication with that individual.
Lack of communication. See, I call it the entitlement syndrome. That's what I like to call it. Write that down, entitlement syndrome. See, we say, they know I'm a realtor. We cool. They supposed to just call me. And here's the reality. Nobody owes us anything. We have to go out there and work for it. Everybody knows 5,000 realtors. Here's a story. My cousin, my first cousin, years ago. Now, this is someone who I planned her wedding, paid for it. I was in the delivery room with 2 of her children. And she called me, she said, cousin, I want to buy a house. And I'm like, I'm your girl. So we started the process and we were looking around, and then she called me and said, we're going to pause it for a moment. We're going to wait. Okay, cool. The next thing you know, a few months later, I get an invitation in the mail to her housewarming party. And I'm like, what? She ended up using one of her sorors from the fraternity she was in, sorority she was in. I'm not one, so you can tell I'm saying the wrong words. The sorority she's in, right?
That's
And
ice
she-
cold.
Her Delta sister. And I was like, wait a minute. And her thing was, she said, cousin, we went and looked at some new construction, and I didn't know you could do new construction. That was a blind spot for me. She knew I was a realtor, yet I didn't let her know all of what I can do. Who's been in that situation before? See,
Hands
that's
again.
opportunity, that's growth. And so as your coach, that's just a small little area that we have, we sometimes miss. So my thing is to help you find the gaps, find the blind spots, help you get motivated, help you do things differently than you've ever done before, help you think bigger, help you take advantage of all the income that's out there that should be coming into your bank account. And to help you start all right here by changing the way that you think. Changing the way that you think. So let's do some math here, right? She already started you all doing math. I saw that 70,000 on the screen, right? So we're gonna do some math here. I want you guys to write down that goal that you set in January. And I want you to write down where you are right now. You may have done this. We're gonna do it again because I have a different way of doing this. And I want you to tell me what the gap is.
Do you need pen and paper, Peter? Did you come on?
Your realtors, you should have pen and paper. Should have pen and paper everywhere you go. So I want, and look, this is no judgment. This is a judgment-free zone. Who would be willing to share their gap?
I'll share my gap.
Thank you, John.
I am $1,500 away.
15, wait, no, we talking about units. The golden
Talking about
units.
units, I am 1 unit away.
John, 1 unit away.
1 unit away.
1 unit away. Do you have it pending right now?
Do I? No, that's one more I got to get.
That's 1 more you got to get. And John, guess what? You still have 2 full months left in the year.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I already got that goal.
So what happens to most agents that's in John's position? What do they do when they close the goal?
Slow down.
slow down, take their foot off the gas, and they never reach their full potential. So John, I'm gonna use this word assume, right? Because I can do that. I'm gonna assume that you're gonna raise your goal a little bit, right?
Yep, I already raised it. I'm going for another 2.5 million.
That's what I'm talking about. And we're gonna make sure that you hit that 2.5 million or go beyond that 2.5 million. So take that gap, everyone take your gap and multiply that by your GCI. And then I need somebody else to share with me what that number is.
Anybody?
Anybody?
Who we got? Peter?
Could you repeat that one more time?
Your unit
Some of
goal,
us weren't paying attention.
your unit goal
Hey,
and your
We
GCI.
got selective hearing sometimes. I do too. So look, that's why we got to get in the classroom, right? On Zoom, we have. So we put our goal, we put where we are, and we subtracted what is our gap. How many units are we behind, and multiply that by our average GCI.
And you want me to share that number?
Yes.
170,000 GCI.
170. Now, this is what I want you all to do. Follow along here. Write down one thing. I don't care what it is. I want you to think big. Think big. What is one thing you would like to achieve this year? By the end of 2021, what is one thing that you would do with the money that you have on the table? So I want to hear. Give me some things that you would do with the money that you have on the table.
Who's gonna jump in? Somebody on Zoom? Or I'm calling on you. Chad, what would you do?
Sorry. Okay, I'm driving. I would, with the available cash, I would go to Chamonix, France and go run 100 miles.
Ooh, nice.
Nice. Now, what's important to you about that?
It fulfills my passion of travel with my lovely wife and kids and my ability to push myself.
Now, do you believe you can make that happen this year?
Heck yeah, with your motivation. Heck yeah.
Look, let me tell you something. I know you're driving, so you can't feel the energy like I can. I'm ready to jump up out my seat. Look, this is the thing. You can achieve anything you desire because it's not too late. And my goal is to help you break it down all the way into small, achievable steps every day so that you can achieve that goal. Many of us look at that big number and like, oh my God, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Well, guess what? I'm going to help you break it down. So I'm going to leave you with this. Take that gap, okay? And I want you to put that over to the side. I want you to put it somewhere where you can see it every day. And I'm getting ready to share some numbers with you. So write these down. Write these down, okay? Because this is going to really help you in bold. It's going to take, on average with good conversion, 12 contacts to equal 1 lead. That means every 12 people you call should result in a lead. A lead is someone who's ready to buy, sell, or invest in real estate now or sometime in the future. So how many of you right now are calling 12 people and getting at least 1 lead? See, we got some opportunity. So if it's 12 contacts to get to 1 lead, right? It's going to get you 5 leads to get to 1 appointment. 5 leads to get to 1 appointment. And it's going to take you 2 appointments to get to 1 closing. So in essence, it's 120 contacts per closing. That's with good conversion. Now, some of you might have better conversion. That's great. That's with just good conversion. Now, here's the thing. Look at the number of units you're behind. Multiply that by 120. And that'll tell you how many contacts you need to make to close that gap this year. Okay, Matt, you're following me? Now let me break it down even further, right? So now I want you to divide. We're gonna do some division here. We have October. I'm gonna say September is over. We're gonna say October and November. So let's just say roughly, we have a little less than 60 days, honestly. So let's just say 60 days, right? So that's 2 months. So you can take that 60 days and divide that by that number, and that'll tell you how many contacts you should make per day. Y'all following me? So now that you know how many contacts you should make per day, some of you might have to make a lot. Some of you might have to make a lot, and that's okay. If you ever worked a 9-to-5 job, you know you have to clock in and clock out. We get into real estate, and we've undone all of those habits that we've created by following the schedule. Because somebody told us, I'm my own boss, I can get up when I choose to and do what I want. Well, if you go back to that mindset of treating this like a 9-to-5, and every day you started at a certain time and you did only real estate activities within that time frame and only took a 30-minute lunch or an hour lunch, do you think you can make the number of allotted contacts per day?
Yes.
I need to hear some more yeses.
Yes.
Unmute yourself,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So guess what? It starts today. It starts today. So I'm gonna ask each and every one of you, if you are ready to take your business to the next level and you are ready to start 2020-21 with a pipeline of contracts, sign up for Bold today. Let me tell you something. Everybody on my team, I have a 9-person team. Everyone takes Bold every time it's offered, every single time. And I'm a Bold coach. Even I take Bold in between Bolds because we all have room to grow. And that is no joke. We all have room to grow, right? So you owe it to yourself to always be learning. Always be learning. So give me a couple of ahas. What did you hear me say today that impacted you?
Peter, you look like you
I
have
think-
something to say.
Yeah, the key thing for me is just breaking it down into manageable, hey, here's what I need to do daily, weekly, monthly to hit the bigger goal. Because it can be overwhelming, right? To be able to look at the big number that you got left over for the year, but break it down daily and just start
Break it.
chipping away.
Yes, and you have to have somebody to hold you accountable. That's what I'm here to do. So guess what? Bold starts the day that you sign up. So everybody write this down. I'm going to give y'all my cell phone number. That says a lot about me as a coach, right? I'm giving you my cell phone number and my email. And if you need me, you call me. Now, don't call me after 8 o'clock because Coach Vache go to sleep. And don't call me before 8 a.m. So you got between 8 and 8, 7 days a week to call me. So here's my phone number. It's 832-689-4873. 832-689-4873. And my email is simple. You probably already getting it. It's Coach Vache, VASHA @gmail.com. So here's one last question. Who is committed to joining me in the full Bold experience by a show of hands, emojis, and you guys in the room gonna have to tell me how many hands you see because I can't see the room. So right now, who's committed to joining me? I see some thumbs up.
Come on. Let's get those hands up. 4.
Hey, only put them up if you mean it. It's no judgment here. It's no judgment. Bold is not for everybody. It's only for those that want to succeed at the highest level. There's no judgment. So look, here's what I'm gonna do. If we get, I'm gonna say when, not if. When we get 10 people today by the end of the team meeting to commit to signing up for Bold today, I'm gonna give away a half scholarship.
Nice. There you go. Yep. All right, we got Peter. Yep. Peter, you
And if we get, say if we do it and we double it and get 20, guess what? You get another half. So for every 10, we get registered starting today. I'm gonna give you guys a half scholarship.
Nice.
Till Friday. Only till Friday. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. If you need me, call me. If you have 50 questions, I'm going to give you 50 answers. And I look forward to seeing you guys here in a few short weeks. So have fun.
Thank you, Vishay.
Thank you, Vishay.
Bye.
I'll let you do it.
I'll go back to the share.
All right, so with that, as you guys know, we've been doing kind of that, there's that opportunity to win the Peloton or something of equivalent value if that's not your thing. But what we're gonna do is originally it was, you had 4 entries if you registered by that first week, that Friday. We are gonna offer that for anyone that registers today as well. So anyone that is currently registered has that, or anyone who registers today, you will get the 4, as well as if you register today, you have the opportunity, as Nora kind of was asking about this last time, but you have the opportunity to get reimbursed after you've done the full bold on the next 4 closings. So as long as you do the full bold, you sign up today. So after today, that offer will be off the table. But if you sign up today, you can again just email Jordan to get registered right away. She'll take care of it. We'll bill you on the next cycle. But you not only will have the opportunity of 4 chances for the Peloton, but we will do the reimbursement on 4 transactions after bold. Like during that bold, for any contracts that are written during that 7 weeks. One of the things that Vishay was getting at when we were talking about this 70,000, and that's what the sticky notes on your desk are for, or on your chair there, as well as if anybody online would do this, but we would love for you to put down with that. So the 70,000 we got was by taking the average. I looked at our multi-year trend, and by taking the average GCI, and I took 2021's average. So keep in mind, this number is actually about 86,000 right now this year. But what they say the average number of transactions during that bold 7-week period is 11 contracts. So I took that 11 times our average GCI, and that came up to 70,000. So I would love everybody just to, on that sticky note, just write down what you would do for yourself, for your family, for somebody else, something that you would do if you have that additional 70,000 right now. And I would love for you then just to, if you're okay with putting your name on it, put your name on it, throw the sticky note on our door, because we would love to be able to help hold you accountable, whether you're in bold, if you're not in bold, but we want to be able to kind of come around, have those conversations with you. Where are you at with your goals? What's going on? How can we help you? So please just take a minute to do that. Those of you that are on Zoom, we would love it if you would just write it on a sticky note. And next time you stop in the market center, or you can also just email us what you would do and we'll throw it on one for you, but stick it on our door because we want to do that. I think accountability is a big part of it. And Vishay definitely gets that and saying that to us. Guys, I have to be honest, I've been here, this will be 5 years, been through, seen a lot of bolds. She's awesome. I mean, this is a coach that I think you can confidently feel if you've taken bold before and you felt like it was too much. I don't think you're going to run into that. I know that the format has changed. So it is all new, even different from when they were doing bold digital. Thank you. So it is a different format. And I don't think it's going to be, yes, it'll be accountability, but it's not going to be as much as the on you. So I think feel good about it, do it, join us. I just think it's an amazing opportunity. So I really hope that we get a great turnout for that. We will be.
What are the dates and times again?
So the dates are, so first step is October 18th, and that's from 9 to 11:30.
And that's completely free to
Yep.
sign up for the first step only. So if you're interested in doing that before signing up for full bold, just let me know and I can get you registered for first step as well.
Exactly.
It's
Yep.
free.
And again, these are all in person. They are not Zoom. And then the following ones, these are all on Mondays. Will run October 25th through December 6th. And they run from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. And those will be at the Maple Grove Community Center. Great question, Chad.
Okay, so
you can sign me up, Carrie, for the full.
We got 2. Who else? Come on. Chad, I could just see you on that Peloton. You probably already have one. Yeah, you can make that a market center Peloton. But yeah, so definitely get signed up, take that opportunity to, I mean, you really, anyone who does sign up today, you really are getting it for free. Let's be honest, because I feel confident. If you didn't get your 11 contracts, you're going to get your 4 for sure. If you're doing the tasks that they're putting there in front of you, So you're gonna get reimbursed for it. So I mean, it's literally, like she said, we're so used to when you're not, in that real estate, you're used to punching a clock and then you get to a different kind of option where it's your time, your kind of lifestyle. I'll be honest, I see that. Jordan, I think, can say the same, that we see that with agents who come in so hot and heavy and excited. And there's a couple closings happen, then all of a sudden it just kind of dies off. Like, well, this is my own. I don't need to work this week. I don't need to work this month. And one thing I always just kind of hear in my head about that is my mom used to always say to her agents, she had her own real estate company and she had like 12 agents. And she would always say to her agents, yeah, you go ahead and take November and December off. You know what? It's your business. I don't run it. But keep in mind, I will be the one holding those opens and getting those listings. And it's true. If you're not out there, somebody else is doing it. So I think if you can commit that one day a week, even for 7 weeks, you're going to see a difference in your business, and it's going to help build what you're going to need for 2022. So I see a lot of.
And it's free. As
Right?
Carrie said, it's free. I've taken it 5 times and never had to pay for it. So sign up.
Awesome.
It's free.
Nice. All right. Anything else? Otherwise, we're going to move on.
I'll sign up for First Step.
Woo, woo. Is that Nick Manser? It was.
It is. Hello.
Hello. All right. I'll let you do that because I know I'll go the wrong way.
No worries. Oh, we also have Bold scholarships available as well. So there is kind of this list of eligibility requirements. So if you are interested, this is on the Facebook page. I can go ahead. I think Carrie sent out an email on Friday about it. Deadline is this Sunday, October 3rd. So if you are interested, reach out to any of us on leadership. I think you need to have a letter of recommendation. So we'd be happy to do that for you. So. And then of course, Peloton. Woo-woo. All right. Woo-woo. Woo-woo. All right, you guys. This is GJ's month. She has been like on everything.
Year.
Yeah.
You're the GJ.
You're the GJ. I love it. So GJ recently had an article. She had an article in Outfront, KW's magazine, a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and then also in Minnesota Realtors. She had a 2-page spread. So we're super excited for her. GJ, did you want to say anything just about? Yeah, she's coming on up. She's got a really cute shirt on. I don't get to see her in person.
Yeah. So what am I going to say?
Talk about your article. Yeah, just talk about your article. How that kind of came up.
Well, first of all, it was a surprise. I mean, I really expect like something in that magazine. I always receive it, and I always was thinking, I would like to be here, with those quotes and the Minnesota Realtors send it when they talk to people. But somebody contacted me and they say if I was available to answer like a million questions. And I said, why we don't do it by phone? It's more easy than me typing all this. And they say, no, fine, that's even better. So this guy just called me and we were talking. He was asking me everything about how he started, what I'm being busy. He said that he checked my LinkedIn, he checked my Facebook, and he really liked all the activities. And I didn't notice how many things I do until he was pointing out all of them. And then he said, how do you do business after all this? And I say, all this is only once a week, maybe once a month, and I like to be involved in all that stuff. So when we finished, he said, you know what? This is gonna be in September for the Heritage Latino Month, and you will see. And I said, okay, fine. So they never contacted me again since 2 months after when I received the magazine, and I opened it and I was like, oh my God. I mean,
she's a centerfold.
I know, just in the middle, 2 pages. And I was so happy. I'm gonna be honest. I was so happy, so proud, but in the same way, the way that I read it, all the stuff, then I just say it maybe in other words and all the stuff. That was us. So I'm happy what I'm being doing. I mean, I'm being involved in many committees. I try to be present. I try to help people. I try to be in where we can do changes. I mean, sometimes it is time it is commitment, but I like to be sitting where we can do something for, especially for my community, the Latino community. We have to be sitting in those places, listening who are the person who can make changes and be close to them. And probably that's why I'm there right now.
Woohoo. Amazing. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions or anything for DJ?
Well, I will go ahead. I'm going to send out DJ's article out.
Thank
you,
DJ.
Yeah, so awesome. So I will send it out to everyone after the team meeting today, just so that you can read it. So super awesome. All right.
Another special guest.
Another special guest. Mark from Movement Mortgage.
Yeah, yeah. So I just grab this one and then this next, whichever one you want first.
This one's fine. We can start here, maybe. I can let you know when it's good. Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me. This is something that's really near and dear to my heart. MHFA down payment assistance. You know, it truly can be a life-changing thing for people who know and understand it. You know, some people just don't have, you know, $20,000 for down payment, right? You know, and why MHFA? Why not, you know, some of the different grants? Why not, you know, cities money? And those are awesome, okay? But they're not always there. You know, when those dollars run out, you know, they're not there. They're city specific. You know, they're a little bit more income restrictive in some cases. MHFA, I've been doing this almost 30 years now, and MHFA has been around. You know, there's been some small periods of time when monies have ran dry, but virtually never. It's there, you can count on it. It's not area specific. You can do it statewide. Yeah, there's going to be some restrictions, and I've tried to break this down just very simplistic. We're not going to get into startup, step up, and all the things that I think will confuse you. You know, there's two different plans with MHFA, two basic plans, you know, not doing a super deep dive. And one thing important to know is both options have to be paid back. Okay, they're not grants. Okay, these are loans, right? And so the deferred payment that I have broken down there, that's at 0%, right? You borrow that at 0%. Yes, you have to pay it back when you sell your home. You know, but who wouldn't want $11,000 of free money? You know, there is some options there to get 15 under down payment plus. You know, we won't get into that today, but you know, it's 11 grand for a lot of people who you know, interest-free money. You know, if you give me 11, I'd say give me as much of that as you can. The flip side, you know, and maybe Jordan, you can flip back and forth. There are some income limitations here. So the monthly payment. So I'm gonna take you right to the top, the bottom two, 158.6. I'm sorry, 156.8. I think it's a very big misconception that most people think, wow, they're so income restrictive, right? I'm not going to be able to get my person into that. You know, 80% median income stuff, it gets confusing. You can make $156,800 and get $17,000.
That's the family income?
Correct, household income. I mean, that's a big number. You know, that's a big number. I think that's a big eye-opening thing that most people say, well, God, I thought they needed to make like 50, 40, 50,000 a year and maybe live in Minneapolis. 156.8. Anyway, now that gets a little bit more restrictive if you go outstate, but not much. And then I'll drop you down to the deferred payment. And again, then it gets a little bit more, you know, family size, but the more people in the family, you know, husband and wife, 76,000, that's going to get you the interest-free dollars, right? So, you know, that's you know, I think a big eye opener for a lot of agents that I talk to is they didn't realize they could make that much money and get 17 grand. Now the monthly payment option, it's a 10-year AM. You have to pay that back right away with your first monthly payment, right? So, but it's at the same interest rate. You know, right now that's around, you know, 3.5 or so. So 3.5%, 10-year AM. In a sense, you're 100% financed. You know, you can borrow your down payment. You know, and it's not like they're sticking you with a 5, 6, 7% interest rate on some kind of funky arm that's going to balloon on you. So personally, I do a lot of it. It fits a lot of people. You know, I mean, I'm sure you can all think of, gosh, yeah, you know, you know, talked to this young couple, they just starting out, you know, they had good jobs, you know, they each make, you know, 70,000 a year, 30,000, 40,000 a year, but they don't have any money, right? You know, what do you always hear, right? Cash in a 401k, you know, they always tell them that let's, you know, can you go cash in a 401k, get a gift from mom and dad, you know, and not everybody can do that, you know, and sometimes people just want to do it on their own. You know, this is an awesome way to do it on their own. You know, there are some other things. I mean, you know, you get into the deferred payment, you know, Jordan, maybe you could flip back to that last one. You know, it is a little bit more restrictive, 352.3 for a max sales price on the deferred payment. But I don't know. I mean, most first-time home buyers are going to be, you know, I think in that range or possibly below that range. And if they're not, if they want to buy a $400,000 house, then they can flip over to monthly payment, you know, and they can go, you know, 402, you know, 500. You know, I mean, I don't know too many first-time home buyers that are going to go over 4025. You know, different limitations for, you know, duplexes, things like that. $1,000 cash minimum, right? So you need $1,000. Now, it's a little bit misleading because I still think they should allow for their appraisal and they should also still allow for an inspection, right? So, I mean, that's probably going to be another maybe $1,000, but, you know, a couple grand, you know, but MHFA says minimum cash investment, you have to have 1,000 into the transaction. This is your own money. Can't be a gift from mom or dad. Can't just show up in your bank account. It has to be your own saved money. All right. You know, FHA conventional VA, there's another misconception here. I mean, a lot of people think, you know, this is some kind of funky loan. These are agency loans, right? These are DU, LP, you know, desktop underwriting, DU, Fannie Mae, LP, loan prospector. These are agency underwritten loans. You know, there's still an FHA or a conventional, or possibly a VA or RD if you do one of those. But these are agency loans, underwritten the same way that your normal FHA or conventional loan is underwritten. So that's it. Hopefully that helps. Just a quick breakdown of kind of the, you know, the MHFA, you know, down payment assistance. And again, I think it's an awesome way, instead of trying to tell somebody to cash in 401ks or you know, get a gift from mom or dad. I think that you know, sometimes, you know, we're getting into a different market now. Maybe the market's getting a little bit closer to normal. You know, maybe we could see 2% seller pays. I mean, you literally could get into a house for $1,000. I've done it a lot. You know, get seller to pay 2%. You know, get an $11,000 deferred payment or a $15,000 monthly payment, and you don't need any more money. You know, 3% down conventional or a 3.5% down FHA, and those are all the dollars you need. So it does work, and it isn't it only fits a few people. You know, I keep referencing back to the 156.8. You know, it works. What, Pete? Question?
You probably said it already, and I missed it, but is this for first-time buyers only?
Great question. It doesn't have to be. Okay, you get into again, I didn't break this all down. That's where I think this program gets very a little bit more confusing. If you do step up, okay, step up will allow you to be a non-first-time home buyer, right? And then, you know, the rate's a sliver higher. You know, you have to pay it back, right? That's where you have the monthly payment option. You know, you're not going to get the interest-free deferred loan. But the answer is you do not have to be a first-time home buyer to get Minnesota housing funds.
What other questions?
I have a quick question if possible.
Yeah, John. Go ahead, John.
So speaking to the non-first-time homebuyer possibility, if you have a client that is that previously purchased a townhouse and now wants to keep that property and purchase another property, they would not apply to the step-up program, so that this would not be applicable to them unless they sold their current property, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, they want you. It's a first-time homeowners program. It isn't something where they want you. They want to help you to get into that first house. It isn't a, you know, let's build a real estate portfolio program.
I just want to say my favorite. Sorry.
Go ahead, Lynn.
My favorite time to use this program is if you've negotiated in closing costs and suddenly you have a low appraisal. they can work the numbers sometimes to cover quite a large gap.
Awesome. So Martha, did you have something?
Yeah, Mark, what's the credit score?
That's a great question. It is going to vary a little bit. Again, these are agency guideline loans, right? So, conventional is going to be a little bit higher, but I would say as a vanilla answer, mid 600s. So that's a great question in that I get a lot of phone calls and sometimes people hear the word assistance and they right away think, boy, assistance, assistant means, maybe I can have a, sub 600 score. They still need to qualify for that FHA conventional VA loan. So I'm going to answer it as a mid 600s, 650 to 660, and that's going to be in the FHA bucket. And, conventional is going to be higher than that, but, 680 is going to be a number I would say about. But when you layer that second mortgage, we find that in the conventional loans, it is a little bit more restrictive because again, these are agency approved loans. So we have to run it through DULP. And, we do find on the conventional that it's just a little bit more restrictive because it doesn't like that added layer of, of it being a little bit more risky loan. So in all honesty, probably 700s, to get to a conventional, with assistance behind it. But again, it has to get approved through DU. So it's I'll answer the, but FHA, mid 600s, anything that you would probably do on a regular FHA loan, we'll work on this most of the time.
Woo-hoo. Thank you, Mark. Awesome.
Yep.
All right, if you guys have any other questions, yep, he's here in the Market Center. Otherwise, if you need his contact info, we can put it in the chat as well.
All right, I'm gonna try and skip ahead. We are running out of time. Dun, da, da, da. There we are.
We have the lovely Kristen from Minnesota Title with us, and I think Mark's on as well.
Let Kristen talk.
Yeah.
She's in the house.
Bye, guys.
They don't say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Talk to us.
I didn't know if Mark was gonna say something though.
Yeah.
All right. So today we're gonna, I'm just gonna run over just a few things that we've been seeing kind of, quick claim deed versus warranty deed and what they are and, how they both work. So, the warranty deed is basically our general warranty deed that we, use all the time to convey the property from the seller to the buyer over. But we've been seeing when we get to closing, sometimes if there's only one buyer and then we get to closing and they say, well, we want to add our spouse on. So, and it's like, well, right now we can't do that. We're too late in the process. So we always just suggest that they do a quick claim deed to add on their spouse after everything gets recorded, because the process of recording for everybody is that's the most important thing, because it needs to be recorded that they're at their the house is in the buyer's name first, and then the quick claim deed is basically deeding it from the current buyer to both of their names. So then they're both in the title after. So quick claim deed is the type of legal document used to transfer interest in real estate from one person or entity, which is the grantor, to another grantee. However, it conveys only the interest of the grantor has at the time of the deed's execution, and it does not guarantee that the grantor actually owns the property or has good title. In essence, the grantor just quick claims his or her interest to the grantee. So a general warranty deed is provides the most protection to the grantee, the buyer. The warranty deed guarantees that the seller holds clear title to a piece of real estate and has the right to sell to the grantee. The grantee is not limited to the time the grantor owned the property. It extends back to the property's earliest titles, which means that when we do the property search 40 years back, they go all the way back, make sure everything's clear. So that's what we want to touch base on a little bit today, and see if there's any questions with that.
Does anybody have any questions on the difference or on the process of that?
Nope.
I guess you need to
explain
it
That's all right.
When they do the after the closing, it is a cost to add in.
Yes, so that cost is a recording fee. It's $46 for recording that. You know, I use that. You can go online and Google quitclaim deeds. The form is online. You can print it off, fill it out, and you can send it to the county, or you can go right to the county, to the recording department, and record it after everything's been done. Yep, yep. It's $46.
You guys don't charge anything. If a client has asked you to do it.
We can do it, but you know, they always have the drafted by on there. We can't put our name on it. We can put their name on it, but they drafted it and then sign it and stuff like that. Yeah.
So you don't charge.
Little charge. Yeah, very little. I mean, it doesn't take very long to do it. So yeah. Yep.
Thank you, Kristen.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. If you need anything, they're right down the hall.
Yeah,
They're
right down the hall.
Pretty soon they'll be right there with us, right? Can't wait.
Alrighty, real quick, I know we only have a few minutes left. Put this in all yellow, try and get everyone's attention. Your fourth quarter MLS fees must be paid on or before September 30th. So if you do not pay these fees by then, which I'm going to be hounding you all week, you're going to get suspension of your MLS access. So you don't want to have to log in and not be able to do a search or do anything for your client. So please, please, please make sure you pay them. It's $120. And if you don't pay them, you lose your access. And then you also have to pay an extra $25 to get reinstated. So I also had some questions on the big membership renewal fee. That is going to be due November 30th. And remember, you can go in there and there are optional charges. So if you are not interested in donating to some of the charities that they have, you can go in there and edit it. So just wanted to put that out there. November 30th is when the big charge is. I think that's 5.
And it's like 100, I think it's almost $130 in optional charges.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, the optional charges, they add up. So if you're not interested in donating to those things, yeah, definitely. Yeah, because they will automatically include them. So you have to go in and manually take them out if you do not want to give to those. So I will keep hounding you. I appreciate everyone that's already paid. Thank you.
You get that thing, that's like a warning, like.
Yeah,
oh,
this is like a big,
toxic zone.
yeah, this is a toxic zone sign
Yeah,
when you lose your MLS access. That's
Radioactive,
bad
that's the
news.
word I said.
Also another thing to keep in mind, code of ethics, the deadline is December 31st, 2021. So I've been hounding people this week on the fees and dues. So I'll wait a week and then I'll start doing code of ethics again.
And actually you will at 10:02 today, you will be getting an email with a link on where to check your code of ethics to see if you are compliant, as well as where you can go on, right on their online service, answer like 3 yes or no questions that will take you to doing it online. I just kind of threw all this one. So you will get that.
Awesome.
And we're hoping to have everybody done and ready, guys.
Yeah.
Just make us happy for December 1. Just make our lives easier. We want to enjoy the holiday a little bit too.
Yep, and reminder that when you do complete that and you get your certificate, you have to submit it to SPAR for it to count. So everyone that's finished it, if you haven't submitted your certificate, they are not counting you as compliant right now. So you just send it to COE@SPAR, and I'll send out an email with all this information. Oh, perfect. So it'll be in the email as well. So those are my 2 kind of big pieces. Let's see. I don't know if we have anything else. Oh, we still have a few minutes.
There's one other thing I want to take real quick. Go backwards if you can.
So I've had a few, when you guys are getting your,
One more. I don't say it. One more. There it is. So I know, again, I don't know if I talked about this last week, but I'm going to keep, because I continue to get the same question every month when we do invoicing. Just remember, whether you are entering your showing time yourself or whether you are sending it in and having someone do it for you, if you are filling out the form and having someone do it where it's highlighted on the left side, you must check, don't allow appointment setter to take appointments. If it is not checked, it automatically is left unchecked, which then takes you to the next side of the screen on the left where it says appointment Allow appointment center to take, oh, right here in front of me, to take appointments, yes or no? If yes is checked, that's where that fee is coming from, and it is $24 per property. So on any listing that goes in, it's a one-time $24 charge. So that's what people are seeing when you see a showing time on your invoicing. And I'm trying to put showing time like in that section, what the properties were, that if they are charged that, but that is a charge that is billed back to the agents that comes through to the market center. So you will get those. So please just make sure that you are watching that really careful, as well as if you for some reason are not getting the email that comes out anytime between the 10th, sometimes a little bit later, the 10th to the 15th with your invoice, let me know. I've tried to go through to make sure everybody is set up on email, but for those that aren't getting it, let me know. Just shoot me an email, say, I don't get my actual invoice. So that you know, and then again, those are pulled between the 20th and the 25th. So then when you see that invoicing, that's what that charge is if you have not already gone in and paid it. So does anybody have any questions on that? Yeah, I think that might be, we might be able to, woo, right at there, 10 o'clock.
Right on the dot.
All right, everybody continue to keep Todd in your prayers for strength and healing, and we will talk to everybody next week. Bye.
And if you want to go to Bold, email me. We'll put it in the chat.
now. Oop. JB had a hand up. I said she got her finger. JB was just giving the finger. See what finger she needed.
She's gone.
Oh.
Naughty, naughty, naughty.
See you later, ladies.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Have a good day.
You too.
All this gold isn't online, right? It's gonna be.
This is all in person.
Oh, this is in person?
Yes, so it's at the Maple Grove Community Center. Yep, and I think the goal is to have 90 agents, so it's gonna be like this big room. But yeah, First Step's free if you're interested. I can at least get you signed up for First Step. Yeah, of course. And then if you decide you want to do full, just let me know. So perfect. I'll do that. I'll get you signed up today. Of course. And then you get the entries in for the Peloton too. So can't beat it.
Why do you try to sing?
I know I want one so bad. I'm like, I really want one.
Tell me,